girl. Hey my girlies, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my current favorites. I feel like it's only right I put the girlies on. I have a little bit of everything, a little beauty, a little lifestyle. I think I'm gonna start off with fragrances because I'm generally a creature of habit when it comes to fragrances. I have my scents that I like and I don't really change from them. But your girl has a rotation right now, which is very new. This is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl fragrance in the blush edition. Can we just talk about the packaging? Like, the high heel bottle is just so girly, so me. Absolutely love it. Like, the details are actually gorgeous. Okay, the packaging is gorgeous, but the actual scent is so pretty. It's very powdery and very feminine and very like soft. That's how I could just describe this fragrance. So the top notes for this is bergamot and I believe it's almond. Middle notes is peony and then the base note is vanilla. I love a vanilla tonka bean like deep base. It's like one of my favorites. Like whenever I see that in a fragrance, I'm like, I think I might take her home. Like I absolutely love it. This has a much more powdery, soft, feminine vibe. It's given very much soft girl era, very much feminine, very much like classy and simple. Even though it's light, it does still pack a punch. It does still have a strength to it, which I like, because sometimes when you get powdery fragrances it just feels like it's not really giving much. This still has a really pretty scent and I absolutely love this. This is one of my most soft fragrances. I feel like a lot of my fragrances are quite, they have a little bit of a depth to it, a little bit of a kick, but this one is soft and super pretty and simple. I do like this for like daytime events, like a nice little brunch or like a daytime date. Another fragrance, so this one is from Dossier and it's the Ambery Saffron fragrance. I did receive this in PR. I believe this is like a fragrance for less, so they do kind of like, not dupes but similar scents like high-end fragrances, and then they have the more affordable version, which I love because I think fragrances are one of the things that can be quite expensive. And this is not to say that high-end fragrances aren't quality, because a lot of the times they are. For a day-to-day wear, you don't always want to spray your most expensive fragrances. Sometimes you want some affordable things that you can kind of like rotate. So I've learned that having a little rotation, having a few affordable scents and a few more high-end expensive scents just makes everything last longer and keeps you smelling good, which is great. So this fragrance is meant to be a dupe for the Baccarat 540 fragrance. I've never owned that one. I guess I never really bought into the hype because I just feel like when, especially a fragrance, when a fragrance is overhyped, it's just like everyone's gonna walk around smelling like that and I don't want to. The top notes on here are orange blossom and saffron. The middle notes, I believe it's like a jasmine, like cedarwood, and then the base notes is like an amber. I can't remember anything else, but those are the strongest ones I remember. Compared to the other scents that I've been using, this one's a little bit more serious. I feel like she's a little bit more classy, simple type of vibes, kind of like day-to-day one that I would wear. You can kind of smell a little bit of the alcohol in this fragrance, I'm not gonna lie, but for an affordable option, just for an everyday fragrance, it definitely is fine with me. I still feel like it has a more clean cut like type of scent to it. I definitely feel like it's not really a dupe. I feel like it has similar tones, but I feel like it's just not a dupe. It's just not. I feel like it lasts a decent amount of time. This is something that I can still smell on my clothes like after I've worn it, so it definitely has a lasting time, but I just feel like it's not as strong and doesn't last as long as like my other fragrances. But for day to day, she has definitely been in a rotation and I have been wearing her. This one is more of a newer fragrance to my collection. So this is the Vibrant Caramel Candy by Zara. Can we just look? The packaging is so cute. I just love the bottle and the color. I really hope this is not limited, but you know how Zara do. They come out with fragrances in the summertime and then next thing you know it's gone. This has a note, well the top note is meant to be strawberry, middle note caramel, and then the bottom note is praline and cotton candy. I just feel like I didn't get any of that. This is a very like sweet, pretty scent, but it doesn't give me strawberry. I don't really smell that much caramel. I'm very mindful of fragrances that say like pistachio caramel, because I'm like, it's a thin line between smelling like actual food and then smelling edible. It definitely has more of a gourmand finish, which gives it that depth, which I absolutely love. I am a gourmand girl. This one also has a decent lasting power because there was another one that I wanted to try out, which is like a mango scent. I tried them on each wrist just to see how they kind of wore while I shopped around, and this one definitely lasted long. Even when I came home, I had another like scent test and it was still there. This is definitely a newer purchase. Like I literally just got it like a couple of days, maybe a week ago, and I've literally not put it down. So those have been my favorite fragrances so far. Like, I have a little rotation going. So let's move on to hair care. I actually only have one item, and this is from a brand everyone seems to rave about, but I'm a first timer. It's my first time actually trying them out. So this is the Redken Acidic Bonding Curls Treatment, leave-in treatment. This, I had it sitting in my like arsenal for a while because I just felt like I didn't really have any use for it. When it comes to my natural hair, I don't tend to wear it curly, so I was like, I don't really know how I'm gonna go about this. When I was wearing my curly flip over and my curly install, this came in clutch. If you ever want your curls to look really juicy and like remain in like their really nice curl pattern and don't frizz up, this will be your best friend. I was using this daily. I just sprayed my curly hair with water, put this through it, like literally just put it in my fingers, put it through the hair. It held my curls up to look really juicy, really nice. It was not crunchy and dry. It just really held the curls together. So this had to be like one of the things that I will actually use on my curly hair to keep it in that way. I do know this is not cheap. I did get this in PR, but I have to say, absolutely love it for that very reason. I feel like in the summertime, curls are like everyone's best friend. Everyone wants a curly install for the summer, especially the girls with the flip overs, but this has definitely been helping me. I mean, I tried doing the water with the eco style and this and that, and it just didn't work. This is one thing that has worked for me, and this is literally gonna stay in my kit for whenever I do have curls, because it makes the hair smell good, it feels good, it's not hard, it's not crunchy, it is what it needs to do. So absolutely love that. Have not tried it on my natural hair because I'm not really sure how I would style it with it, but yeah, so far it's so good with that. So moving into a skincare and body care, I actually only have one body care item, but absolutely love her. So this is the Augustinus, girl, I don't know how to say this name, so please bear with me, the Augustinus Beta body oil. I got this in like I don't know if it was a gift box packaging type of thing. Started using it, fell in love. So when it comes to body oil, the Vaseline body oil, chef's kiss, love her down. But this one is much more like subtle. I feel like with the Vaseline body oil, as good as it is, you really got to make sure you rub that one in to really get it to give that glow within type of finish. This body oil, it has such a like pretty like natural glow. Like your skin is glowing and is visibly glowing, but it just looks and just feels like it's just naturally your skin. I don't know how to explain it, but it's much more of like a natural finish. Let's say you're not going out, but you are wearing like a low cut top or like a vest and you want to have a bit of a glow to the skin on like a daily type of vibe. This is something I definitely go for. Absolutely love it. It's not greasy. It just does enough, and a little goes a long way. I first heard about this on, I think it's Melissa's Wardrobe. She mentioned this. This is a Beauty Bay Chamomile Lipid. Why can't I pronounce things today? My vocabulary is very good. I hope this video is not making you guys think it's not, because it's good. But this is the Beauty Bay Cleansing Balm. I shared this on Instagram stories the other day. Girl, halfway done. Absolutely love this. I'm a cleansing balm girly. I used to use the Body Shop cleansing balm, but I ran out of that, and as soon as I ran out of that, I got this and I switched to this. This is also really affordable. I went on the website yesterday and this is like, I think it's like £5, and then the big version, like the 200ml, is like £8, which is really good for a cleansing balm. Super soft, melts all the makeup off. It has a slight scent of the chamomile, but it's very fresh. It feels very like spa vibes, you know what I mean? Absolutely love this. I will repurchase this. I literally went on the website to see what else I can get to get some free delivery, because I don't want to pay. Like, one thing about me, I don't like pay for delivery. Like, I will try and find something else. Like, I don't want to pay for delivery, but I absolutely love this. I've been using this literally every day with makeup. I barely use makeup wipes on my skin anymore. I just go straight in with a cleansing balm, rinse that off, and then go in with a cleanser. And the last skincare product is this Youth to the People Superfood Green Cleanser. As you guys can see, I barely anything left, like little tiny bit. This has been a fave for years. It's something I need to repurchase. Okay, I'm kind of waiting until a little discount, honey, because she is not cheap, but such a good cleanser. Very like, it literally cleans your skin, like squeaky clean. And I love to use this with whatever like balm, cleansing balm I use. I love to use this. I do feel like though once you use it, your skin is going to feel dry, so you want to go straight in with like your skincare, your toners, serums and stuff like that. But it definitely like cleans the skin in the best way. I absolutely love this stuff, so definitely something I will be repurchasing soon. Let's get into the last little bits, which is all beauty, of course. Let's get into it. Let's start with lip liners, because I'm not gonna lie, I was not a believer that the drugstore had any good lip liners for dark skin, and I found one. Okay, so let's talk about lip liners. I actually have two here. This Huda Beauty lip stain, worth the hype. I'm sorry to report, because I know she's sold out in so many different places, but definitely worth the hype. My only disclaimer would, I feel like this could have been, well, hopefully could have been a darker pigment. Now the actual pigment, like the actual color, is a nice dark brown, but when applying it on the lips, it kind of pulls a little bit purple. Like, it doesn't pull like a true brown. It kind of like, you have to build it up to get to that deep brown, which, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I have to see how long this lasts me. It's not something I go for all the time. I wish it came out as like a real true dark brown pigment, because then I could give it like 10 out of 10. But I do feel like you have to build this up quite a bit. What I have been doing is I've been doing a bit of a combo. So I've been putting this down as a base and then going over it with like my dark lip liner. And when I tell you, that has been giving chef's kiss. I don't know if it's like holding that liner on as well, because literally I did not have to top up my liner at all, not even the darker shade. So I feel like, I don't know if it's like clinging to both of them and like holding it together. Definitely a fave and definitely worth the hype. She is kind of pricey for a lip liner, but she definitely works, and I have been loving her. Now when it comes to the drugstore, I just didn't believe in them, but Makeup Revolution have come through and given me a liner that I feel like is so good for deep skin. So this is the Makeup Revolution Pout Liner Plumping Lip Liner. Girl, I did not believe it was really plumping. I thought it was just like marketing, like, okay, plumping. Girl, this actually plumps the lips. Like, you feel it tingle, which is so insane for like a lip liner product. I think that's crazy. But this is in the shade Espresso Cool Brown. This is what she looks like. I will give a little swatch. It is like a twisty type of applicator. That is the shade right there. This is the Huda Lip Stain in Rich Brown. This is the Espresso Cool Brown by Makeup Revolution. So really nice and deep. I used this one today and I am loving it so far, and I'm liking like switching up my liner, because you guys know I was holding on to that Morphe Richie liner. I'm still holding on, but I have been using this one as well, and I am glad to report I actually do enjoy her. So definitely been a fave, and she's affordable. Like, why not? When it comes to complexion, it's summer, we're in full skin tint season. Kylie girl, this skin tint is so good. Like, I had no expectations, like none, and pleasantly surprised. I have this in the shade 10C. I feel like I've done a few videos with this if you guys want to check them out, but great skin tint. I definitely feel like it's on the matte side, but you can add any kind of like primer or like bronzing drops or like any type of like glowy primer just to give it that glow. But super pretty, it lasts long, it just makes the skin look flawless, complexion looks great. Absolutely one of my faves, and I've been using this like since I bought it. Okay, it's been my summer go-to tint, so she has to be in the faves. As far as primer, this Maybelline Grippy Serum, too good, too good. I ended up buying this. I feel like I was kind of late to the party, but as soon as I started wearing this, I've been wearing it non-stop. I have hardly picked up my Milk Hydro Grip, and if you guys are not new here, you guys know that was like my go-to for a long time. So for me to like completely switch is like a whole thing. Okay, it's a whole thing. So absolutely been loving this. Definitely grips onto the makeup, and it's also like a serum, so it goes on, you kind of rub it in first, it gives your skin an extra little bit of hydration, and then it dries down to like a really grippy finish. So absolutely really like this, and it's affordable, which we love. Next I have this Morphe concealer. This is the Wake Up Artist concealer in the shade 15N. This I love to bronze contour with. I feel like I started off bronzing and contouring with a concealer, but I went back to this the other day and I have been using it since then. I feel like cream bronzers are a little bit more softer as far as like the pigment and how strong they are. You kind of have to build them up a little bit more, whereas with a concealer, it's coming straight out the gate with pigment, and you can kind of get the bronzy kind of look to your skin like pretty much straight off the back. So I've been enjoying this. This has been like my go-to little bronzy contour vibe, especially when like for days where I'm just running through my makeup really quickly. I just find that concealer is a bit easier to just work with and just get the job done, one and done. Now the last complexion item is the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I respectfully have to say I have yet another product I've been sleeping on in my collection, you guys. I don't know why. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder in the shade 2. She is very light. Do not jump scare. She is super light, but the way I use this is with a powder puff, and I just go over, like kind of use it as like a translucent powder, but like pressed under the eyes. I used this the other day, like just before I went out. I think I did my regular makeup, and then I just tried it because I'm like, I haven't used her in a second, like let me see. When I tell you, I got back home after hours of being out, up and down, running errands, and my under eyes looked as perfect as they were when I left. Like there was no, like not even minimal creasing, not even like any, like sometimes when I put mascara, sometimes it's nothing, like absolutely nothing. And now this is like something that I'm gonna keep in my bag, and something that'll be a finishing touch for my makeup. Like I don't know why I stopped doing it. I guess I just got carried away with my makeup routine, and my makeup routine is generally really good and flawless, but this just added a little something that I was missing. So this has definitely been a favorite, and it's literally just been in my bag now. Like I keep it on me. So on to the last few products. I have some lip products. This is the Rimmel lip butter balm. It's kind of like, you know, the lip oil lip butter trend. I really like this. I kind of wish I got another shade, because this is like the vanilla shade, so it's basically clear, very moisturizing. I love the applicator. It's like a clear, like, don't mind mine. I literally just used her. And I know these are marketed as like a lip butter, like a lip balm, but this kind of gives glossy vibes. It has a nice like thickness to it, where it just like gives a nice like coverage of the lip. Like I even use this with just a lip liner and this by itself on like a regular day to day, and it literally looks like I have a lip gloss on. So this is another thing that stays in my bag, in my purse. The only thing I don't like about this is the packaging. It gets kind of dirty quick. You have to continuously wipe it off, otherwise it just looks like messy. But I really do like that. And then the last lip item is this Revolution gloss stick. So this reminds me of like the Fenty gloss sticks that they have. This is kind of like the dupe version. I'm wearing this today. Absolutely love it. It's a very moisturizing. I got this in the shade Creme Brulee. Out of all the shades, I think this was the one that I'd probably get more wear out of. So this is what she looks like. It has a really nice, like kind of like smooth glossy texture, but it's kind of like a lipstick as well. It's like a hybrid in between. The first time I used this, I wasn't sure, but I used it again today and absolutely loved it. So yeah, this is in the shade Creme Brulee, and this is a nice like glossy stick. I'm a gloss girl, so even with lipsticks I always go on with a gloss. So this is kind of a cute little hybrid version. Even with this, I do still wear a gloss on top. Today I used the lip oil on top of this combo, but it's nice by itself, but I just feel like I need something to tie it in. I'm always gonna need something to tie it in. And then the final two products, we have this Giorgio Armani blush, liquid blush. Now when it comes to high-end makeup, I'm very like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth the hype? I don't know what shade this is, but it's like a pinky shade. It is pretty light, but when I say this blends out onto the skin so beautifully, and not only is the color gorgeous, but the actual quality, like the way this feels on the skin is gorgeous. It gives such a pretty glow to the skin. It's like got subtle, I don't even know if it's got any glow in there, but the way it makes my skin glow, like on my cheeks, is like gorgeous. I kind of want to try the foundation now, because everyone used to rave about the Luminous Silk foundation. Now I want to try it, because the way this blush actually impressed me. And I feel like with luxury makeup, it can be very hit and miss. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay, I can see that price point, and then sometimes it's like, you're just putting that price point because of the brand. But this is a product I genuinely really like, so definitely gonna get more wear out of it. I was a bit iffy because the shade, I feel like that might be a bit light, but it blended in beautifully and looked really good on the skin. So this is something I've been using a lot of lately too. It just gives skin that pretty glow. So now on to the last item. So this is the Tarte LifeLock hydrating setting spray. Love this down. I was kind of shocked at how well my makeup lasted with just this setting spray. I don't know what Tarte put in here, but I absolutely love this, and I have been using it non-stop. In fact, I've been trying to like have a little rotation with my setting sprays, because I feel like I don't want to use this all up, but it definitely has been a fave, and I've been using it back to back. I usually use this in combo with my L'Oreal Infallible or my One Size, but even by itself it's really good. But yeah, those are all my current favorites. So the things that I've been loving over the last couple of weeks over the summer. I've been absolutely loving these products, along with like my OGs, like my foundations and stuff. These have just been kind of more newer products that have been in the rotation, and even some oldies that I've just been picking up again. So yeah, of course I'm going to list everything in the description box. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one.